everybody, and welcome to this episode of me doing something random and rambling incoherently for absolutely no reason. But I thought it'd be fun to do this. So what we're doing today is we're counting down our top 10 favorite games that we own on the Nintendo Switch. We being I, the French we, I. I want to be very clear that this list is not me saying these are the only games worth of crap playing on the Switch. If you're going to go buy 10 games, this is the only ones to buy. This is my experience of the games I have for the Nintendo Switch, which is a pretty dang large library. I haven't played every game, but these are my favorite. So let's go ahead and get the countdown going with number 10. First up, we have Live Alive at number 10. This game I just recently bought, probably less than a month ago. I saw it on the Direct and it looked wonderful. Apparently it's a game that was remade recently, and I gotta say that the experience that I had with it was not even close to what I expected it to be, and that's a good thing. If you're into old school like 16-bit games, this one's for you. The graphics in it, even though limited because 16-bit, are absolutely gorgeous, as you can see right here. They're stunning. The sound effects, everything. There was times when I was playing this game where I totally even forgot it was a 16-bit game. It runs smoothly. The story on it is wonderful. There's like, I think it's like 8 different, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different like stories on it, and you can play them in any order. And the payoff at the end makes the experience so worth it. If you're looking for a game that has like 30-40 hours of gameplay, Live Alive, I definitely recommend. Coming in at number 9 is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and our Eevee. Haven't played Eevee. This one barely made the list, but it would have been close if it wasn't on the list. This was actually the first game I bought for the Switch, and the entire reason I bought the Switch when I originally bought it. It was shortly after this came out. I'm a huge fan of Pokemon in the first gen, like Red, Blue, Yellow, so this one was a special one to me. It was basically a remake of the original first gen with a little bit of new tech thrown in. Only complaint I have about the game was the Pokemon Go physics when you would try to catch a Pokemon. Wasn't a big fan of that, but I loved how they added that if you play Pokemon, how you would walk through the grass and it would always be a random Pokemon. They took away that mechanic. As you see right there, Pidgey's hanging out. Butterfree, Kakuna, Weedle, Metapod, all them. Graveler, Onix, Machop, Machop. You can decide, okay, that's the one I'm looking for, and go get them. So that got away a lot of that tedious loading time and hitting the Pokemon you weren't looking for. You could just grind and get who you're looking for. So I enjoyed the heck out of it. Next up, coming in at number 8 would be Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I had to look to remember the name. It's actually the first Kirby game I ever played. I bought it kind of spontaneously, going, let's give Kirby a try. As you can see here, it is a beautiful game. The soundtrack is top-notch. The mechanics is incredible. And it's honestly made me want to go play older Kirby games and experience them as well. I said this on stream just the other day. Kirby was the game that this year, when I got it, completely blew me away, and it was the most surprising game to me of the year. And can't recommend this one enough, especially if you have a kid, young kid, or even teenagers. To be honest with you, even adults. This is a fun experience. Coming in at number 7, lucky number 7, would be Animal Crossing New Horizon. There's not a whole lot I could say about this game that hasn't been said before. It's wonderful. I was introduced to Animal Crossing on the GameCube. It was an experience I'll never forget. When I met my wife, she wasn't a gamer. She became a gamer right around the time this game came out. And this is actually her copy. Mine's digital. Because she watched me play it and thought it was fun. I was like, can I try it? I never got it back. This game right here is the core reason my wife is a hardcore gamer now, and I'm very grateful for that. Next up, number 6 would be Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I remember my first time ever playing Smash Bros. Was on the first one on the 64. My cousin had it. Rest in peace, Josh. I love you, bro. I didn't even know the game exists, and he wasn't a big gamer. He had it, and it was love at first sight. And this game came out about 2 weeks after I bought my Switch, and I had no idea it was coming out. and I was just looking at the news and saw it came out that day. Actually ended up leaving work early to get it. Yeah, I'm not the best at the game, but I enjoy it very much. I don't play online because people are just mad good at it, for one, and two, I suck. I suck at it. I'm not good at it. I enjoy playing the computer because it's more of a fair fight. But one of my favorite things to do is play tournaments of the computer and do commentary and watch them. But if you're not good at it online, you're not looking to play it online like me and just play it casually, they do have a very, very fun story mode that I don't even know how long it was. I'd say it's well over 10 hours because I probably put over 10 hours in and I wasn't even barely halfway through it. So hard telling how long it is. Maybe I just stunk at it and was taking too long. But Super Smash Bros. Is an awesome game to have, especially if you're looking to like have friends over and stuff that want to play games or whatever. It's good stuff, man. Before we move on, I would like to do some honorable mentions onto this list of games that were wonderful but just barely missed the cut. Great games, not big failures in my mind, and very much underperformed of what I expected when I originally bought the game. First up, Miitopia! That's a weird one to have on the list, but I bought this during a very dark time in my life after my father passed. It was a game that was originally on the DS I never played before, and it gave me many, many hours of fun. And it could be a little repetitive, but it's a game that you could play, relax, and chill. Good game. Next up would be Diablo 3, the Internal Collection. That one you can buy on any system. I've probably bought this game on 10 different systems by now. At least 15 times I bought it for other people and stuff, but this game right here is the very game that I got my wife to start playing video games with. Gave her my old Switch when I bought my new one, and we both had copies of this. I bought her a copy of this after she tried it out, and yeah, man. This game right here is the entire reason my wife is a gamer. I probably have 500 hours into this game on the Switch. Between that and all the other systems I played it, I don't even want to try to guess. But the last honorable mention would be Splatoon 3. It just came out. I haven't played enough to say that I'm comfortable putting it on the list yet. Haven't tried everything on, not the story mode. I've only played online, but what I've seen of it, it's wonderful. It's a beautiful game. It's a fun game to play with friends. Only complaint I have is the internet needs the internet connection, online feature, should I say, needs to be a little more kinder to us because they suck. But yeah, back to the list. Number 5 on the list is none other than Super Mario Odyssey. This game, I think it came out at launch for the Nintendo Switch, am I right? But I didn't get a Switch till about a year or two after it was out, and this was a game I got. It was the first game I bought for the system after I bought 3 games with it when I got it, and I didn't actually even try to play it till like week 2 of owning the Switch, and I will never forget, I'm sitting next to my wife, who was my girlfriend at that time, and as I'm playing it, she had to keep closing my mouth because of stuff like that, how beautiful it was, the retro stuff that was in it at times, being a humongous Mario fan like myself. It was an amazing experience that I will never forget, and if you're new to the Switch, I cannot recommend this game being one of your first games you get more than any other game, man. Number 4 on the list is Pokemon Legends Arceus. This game holds a special place in my heart for more reasons. One being, when I got COVID for the first time, and I was sitting at home nervous and afraid, because that's why I lost my father too. A lot of things went through my mind, but this game came out the day I was in my quarantine, and it really helped me through it. And as a longtime Pokemon fan that's pretty much played almost every game they've ever came out with, it was such a breath of fresh air that I'm very grateful for it, and I hope future Pokemon games kind of have the same format that this has. Number 3 on the list is not a Nintendo Switch exclusive, and it may be a surprise to y'all, Dragon Quest Builders 2. I've never played it on stream before, but this is one of my favorite games of all time. Again, it holds a very, very dear spot in my heart. When my wife and I were trying to get our first place together, I had to move to a different state and live far away from her and leave my dog with her, who was like my kid, and I went a couple months without seeing her, and I ran across a review of this game, and I fell in love with it immediately and bought it, and 100 hours later, it kept me busy until I got to be with my wife again. We had our first home, man. But this game's wonderful. The coolest part about it is how you go into these cities and they're all just bare bones with ugliness to them, and you build it one brick at a time, if you will, and you get to watch your whole island turn into this beautiful thing, and it's an experience that I'll never forget. And it's a game, if you gave me a top 10 games that I could only play those games for the rest of my life, this would be on that list, because there's endless things you can do. The story mode, I went through it fast and it took me over 80 hours to beat it. So yeah, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is well deserving for my list to be at number 3. And I know you guys were waiting for it. You may have expected it at number 1 because it is on everybody's list for the most part. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I haven't even fully beat this game yet. I need to before 2 comes out. This was a game I bought when I first got the Switch. It was one of the 3 games I bought when I got the Switch, and I tried it one time and threw it in the trash, aka traded it. And the physics and everything I couldn't figure out. I'm a Mario player, dude. I'm used to holding right and pressing B and going as fast as I can. Well, anyway, I start my streaming career, and everybody keeps saying, well, you would understand this if you played Breath of the Wild. Couldn't handle it no more, so I had to get it. A nice friend of mine, Odan from Odan Gaming, check him out on Facebook Gaming, and Twitch, I believe, as well now. Bought it for me, and had it sent to me, so I had no choice but to play it, and weeks straight, that's all I played on stream, and the beauty of this game is incredible. There's not much I could say that hasn't ever been said about this game already a million times, but again, an experience I will never forget, and I'm so grateful my viewers from my community forced me against my will to play this game, but I fell in love with it. I wouldn't have been able to have that experience if it wasn't for you guys, because I just couldn't figure out how to do stuff, and you guys helped me guide me through that, so I'm forever grateful for the experience I had with this game, so well deserving at number 2 for me on my list. And my friends, number 1 would be Mario Kart 8. I freaking hate that game, man. No, that ain't number 1. Get that out of here. Number 1, of course, had to be Mario Maker 2. We have a love-hate relationship with this game. I've had a lot of laughs, a lot of tears, a lot of rage, anger, depression, but also all around it is a fun experience, even when you get that Japanese level that kills your run. Okay, I'm through that now. It's just a good time, man. There's endless levels you could play. Last time I checked, there was like 50 million levels you could play. Every time I pick that up, I'm on a run with that has almost 11,000 levels straight that I played. I've never played the same level twice, except title screens, but that don't count. Viewers in my stream to get that joke. But just, there's no other one I could have picked for number 1. After all the time I put into this game, I'm pushing 1,000 hours on it, right? I really have no life, dude. But there's not much more I could say about this. If you watch my channel, you know this is our bread and butter, our go-to when I'm looking to have a good time. Oh, speaking of title levels, there they are! Right there, look at that. Look at that, he's gonna drop down, hit the spring right now. Aww. You know, that's something I've never done on stream. I never showed you the story mode. Maybe we could do that sometime, because we're running out of ideas of what to do on the game to keep it going. Mario Maker 3, please, Nintendo, please! There you have it, guys. My top 10 list of my favorite Nintendo Switch games that I have played. There's plenty that coulda, shoulda, woulda been on this list, but that's the one I went with. What's your top 10 favorite Nintendo games for the Switch? Comment down below. Thank you guys for watching.